The number one question people have about No Man's Sky is obviously, will I get to play with my friends? No Man's Sky director Sean Murray has been bombarded with questions about multiplayer since he revealed the game years ago, and people have a reason to ask because we've pretty much gotten different answers every time. In this video, I want to go through a brief summary of the things we've been told about No Man's Sky multiplayer since 2014, and then I'm going to put everything together and tell you exactly how multiplayer is going to work. Let's get right into it. So in December of 2014, Game Informer did an interview with Sean Murray in which they asked a couple of questions about multiplayer. I'm going to do a lot of paraphrasing, so if you want the full responses and all of the articles mentioned, check out the links in the description. First, Game Informer asked, will your friends show up on the map? To which Sean Murray basically replied, yes, but they will be a long ways away, and people don't realize what far away truly means yet in the scope of the game. Next, Game Informer sparked conversation by questioning why multiplayer even exists if it's likely never going to actually happen, if you're likely never going to see anyone, which is an interesting point. And this is where Sean Murray says some interesting stuff. So essentially, Murray said that people will be joining your lobby and leaving it constantly. It's kind of like how Watchdog handles multiplayer with these instances. It's not going to be like an MMO with lots of players on screen at once. Instead, there will be players joining on your quote-unquote discrete space. Murray then said, and I quote, I guess the whole of the entire community could organize to go to one specific spot, and then they would find that they weren't all there at the same time. That would be ridiculous. Game Informer pushed Murray some more and asked how many players are in a lobby at a given time, to which Murray wouldn't answer because he doesn't want people to test it. Murray then said, if you're thinking, okay, I understand all that, Sean, but let's say all of my friends want to go and play together. That's not what this is about. You've seen the galactic map. I don't want to disappoint people. I don't want to answer your question and then they will think, yeah, he's saying it's difficult, but I'll do it. No, if you want to play a first-person shooter sci-fi run around on a planet game, play Destiny. It's a really good game. Go play that. We're not trying to do that. Murray then said that you will not see players' usernames, even if you run into them. And he also said that they're going to have a way for players to communicate with each other. Maybe leave messages and things like that on planets. He then reiterated that seeing another player would be so surreal and rare that it would literally startle you. It would be the first time that you see what your own character looks like. So that's basically the extent to what we learned in 2014. A lot of it is common knowledge now, but there are a few things that people still don't really understand, so there you go. Now we move to 2015, in which more of the same was stated, but the possibility of a co-op mode was actually proposed by Sean Murray himself. Because a lifetime won't be enough to explore every single planet in the game, Murray said that a possible classic player mode could include co-op features where you and your friend could explore the universe side by side. And that was the last we heard from Murray about a co-op mode. As far as we know, he was just trolling us by just mentioning it in the first place. But yeah, that's the last we heard of it. It's probably not going to be a thing, so just letting you know. Fast forward to 2016, just a few months ago, and now we have some really clear information. The game is a progressively expanding universe, and the chance of meeting another player, another actual human player, is way less than 1%. DM21 Gaming came out with a video explaining an example of the way in which multiplayer gameplay would take place. I really like the way they worded this, so just listen to this. In their words, say you are escorting your faction starships and an enemy fleet warps in. Then you go ahead and defend your ships, much like you've done many times before. But then there is this tiny fraction of a chance that you will encounter another ship that simply does not move like an NPC. The enemy could be doing an evasive maneuver like you've never seen before, or do yourself. You try to fend off the unexpected attack, but out of nowhere, the enemy spins to your rear side and blasts you to your latest death in No Man's Sky. This is the only way a multiplayer type of gameplay can happen. For those that want an MMO, go play one. But this kind of gameplay just sounds so incredibly cool to me that I've never been so hyped about a game in my life. So let me summarize exactly how this is going to work with all of this information considered. Multiplayer in No Man's Sky, as I see it, has the sole intent of adding to the sort of ominous nature of the universe itself. You can see icons of your friends on the minimap, but you will realize that it is virtually impossible to reach them because they're so far away. You can see an animal with a unique species name and realize that someone has seen that exact species on that exact planet before you, that other players are out there, but they're out of your reach. You can find a written note left on a planet and recognize just how massive the universe is. The scale of the game is incredible, but it's the little things that make it special, and the proposition that you will never know what your own character looks like unless you accomplish the impossible and run into another player, that's just mind-boggling to me. I am so excited for this game, and if you are too, smash that like button. My name is The Wumbo, and I'll see you next time.